Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Comedians.
I went into a shop the other day, you know. I went into a shop and I said, "Do you sell sand?" And she said, "Yes." "Do you want a little bag or a big bag?" I said, "You better give me a big bag because I just won a camel in a raffle."
Two Jews praying in the synagogue. I be and A be there in the synagogue. He says, £75,000 on the pools, please, Lord. Send me £75,000 on the pools. £5, all the wants £5. Send me £5, please, Lord. £75,000 on the pools, please, Lord. Send me £75,000. £5, all the wants £5, Lord. Send me £5. He said, "Here's your £5. Get going. Concentrate on me."
There were 3 blokes deed, you know, and they went to heaven. And they were stood there at pearly gates. And Gabriel, that was old Gabe, he's a nice fella, Gabe. And he opened the gate and he looked at them, and there were 2 white and 1 coloured. So he said, "Now then, I'll lay down rules to you. Quick, clear. No colour bar, no racial discrimination. Just spell 1 word and in you come." So they said, "Fair enough, Flower, we'll stick to the rules." So he says to the first bloke, he said, "Now then, spell God." He said, "G-O." He said, "Champion. In." So he said to the next one, he said, "Now then, can you spell Jesus?" He said, "Aye." I said, "Very nice. In you come." He said, "Now then," coloured bloke stood there. He said, "Now then, old son, you know the rules. No discrimination." He said, "I'm with you, cuz." He said, "Fair enough. Spell chrysanthemum."
Fella sat in a cafe, he said, "What a place this," he said. He said, "I've never seen nothing like it." The waiter said, "Why, what's up?" He said, "What's up?" He said, "You've had your thumb in me coffee, your thumb in me soup." He said, "Well, I've got a wicklow on it, so I've got to keep it warm." He said, "Why don't you stick up your nose?" He said, "I do when I'm in the kitchen." And I've had to change that gag around, believe you me.
Coming down the motorway today, pulled up a cafe, outside, food at popular prices. So I walked, that'd do me. So I've gone out, I said, "Good evening, mate." He said, "Good evening, pal." I said, "Give us 2 cheese rolls and a cup of tea, please." He said, "Certainly, sir. 37 and 6. I said, "Turn it in. Turn it in, 37 and 6. Thought they were food at popular prices." He said, "Well, I like them, cuz." Jewish couple, Abby and Sammy. Puffs they was. In actual fact, it was Abby and Rachel. She said to him, "Sammy?" He said, "Yes, Rachel." She said, "Do you believe in free love?" He said, "I ever sent you an invoice?"
A woman went to the butcher's and she bought a joint of mutton about that big. She took it home, she roasted it, and it shrivelled up to that big. Next day, the husband went back to the butcher's. He said, "Look at that. My wife bought a piece of mutton that big, roasted it, and it shrivelled up to that big." And the butcher said, "That's funny. Last week, my wife bought a woolly jumper, that big. Washed it once, and it shrivelled up to that big. Must have been off the same sheet."
What about that fella that went to the doctors and he said, "About those tablets you gave me to keep my strength up, I can't get the top off the bottle." We're having a good time, aren't we? And what about this scientist who invented these tablets to make you young, and he sent some home to his mum and dad, and he went home a month later And he was walking down their street and he saw this young girl pushing a pram and she said, "Hello, son, don't you recognise me? I'm your pram. I took one of them tablets." He said, "Well, who's that in the pram?" She said, "That's your dad, he took two."
I like the old women here, the old women. And this woman's pushing a pram down the road and this one said, "Sarah, oh, aren't they lovely twins? How do you tell them apart?" She says, "Well, if I put me finger in David's mouth and he bites me, I know it's Michael." I like them daft ones, do you? A fella said, "Do you always take your whiskey to eat?" He said, "No, sometimes my shirt's hanging out." The phone ringing in the school. "Hello, teacher. Johnny won't be in today. He's not too well." "Oh, all right. Who's that speaking?" "Me dad."
Fellow went to work at 2:30. He said at 2 o'clock, and the foreman said, "Where have you been?" He said, "I've been to have my hair cut." He said, "What, in the firm's time?" He said, "It grows in the firm's time." He said, "It doesn't all grow in the firm's time." He said, "I didn't have it all cut off." Young couple from the deep south in Alabama had a tiny little baby and they took it to be christened. Went down to the mission hall, knocked at the door. The preacher came to the door, said, "Good morning, my children. What can I do for you today?" And the husband said, "Well, Mr. Preacher, we want this here baby of ours christened." And the preacher said, "What name do you want that there child called?" And the husband said, "Mr. Preacher, we want this here baby called Electricity." He said, "Electricity? I can't call that baby Electricity." He said, "Mr. Preacher, there's no other name for that child but Electricity." He said, "Give me one good reason why you want that there baby called Electricity." And the husband said, "Well, Mr. Preacher, it's like this. My wife's name is Dinah, and my name is Mose. And Dinah Mose makes electricity, don't it?"
All clear stuff, do you know? It's all clear stuff. Hey, that's a good one about the woman in the park. Do you know one about the woman? She said, "Excuse me," said the keeper. "I believe there's a woman gets sexually attacked every week in this park." He said, "Every Tuesday." He said, "Why Tuesday?" She said, "Well, that's the only time you can get here." The copper said to the parkkeeper, "Hey, do you see them two funny fellas been in this week?" Parkkeeper said, "No, why?" He said, "Well, I don't half missed them."
It's all clever stuff. You know that, don't you? Clever stuff. Now, do you know, I'm not calling this is true now, but I'm going to tell you. There was a bloke and he won £200 at horses. Then I see, he was a gambler. Good un. And he won this £200, so I thought, right, I'm going to live it up. Well, you do, don't you, when you got a bob or two? And he went to London, you know. Hey, they're ready for you there. Don't take it off you. Hey, I did a right good day. Had a gambler too, lost. Jar or two, lost. Bird or two, lost. He thought, well, this is it. 10 o'clock, I'll get some bevy down me and how's your father? Aye. So he got bevy in, last few quid. 11:45, he thought, that's it, I'll get this hen off home. When he looked in his pocket, he was skinned. No. He thought, I've overdone it. He thought, fair enough, I'll get down in Hyde Park, thought he. Goes to Hyde Park, looks in, full up hippies, hoppies, all lot. Well, he thought, right. So he went to Trafalgar Square, he thought, he was too late, full of tramps. Thought, that's it. Kept staggering along. Come to Thames Bridge, he thought, this'll do for me, old love. Put sports paper out his head, I'm on bridge, on parapet. Got laid back, the nosy were off. Big Rolls Royce rose up, beautiful blonde, she were a belter. Oh. She says, "Now then, old lad, are they hungry?" He said, "I am." She said, "What would they like?" He said, "Let's some tatey rash." She said, "Fair enough, bring this in." Took him back to a lovely penthouse, gorgeous, you know. Oh, caviar the lot. Oh, he dined like a king. Said, "Now then, are you thirsty?" He said, "I am." Said, "What would you like?" He said, "I'll have a pint of mixed." Hey, scotch on the rocks, you know. Lovely. She said, "Now then, would you like a bath?" He said, "Well, aye, go on, lass." Bathroom, you know, lovely. Shovel full of them bath cubes in. Stick it big toe up, then as Oh, he got out and took towel, give it a eye. Pyjamas, monogram, they were beautiful. Oh, lovely stuff. So you ready for bed? He said, "I am." Dived in, he got laid back there. There's others when I get into bed, they don't have love to stretch, don't they? Oh, he just lay there, and all of a sudden door opened and she was stood there in black negligee. Oh. Hey, he daren't look. Oh, and she swayed up to bed, you know. And she dropped negligee, you know. She did, she dropped it. Aye, she says, "Move over." And he fell into Thames.
Army Goldberg says to his wife, "Becky, what do you want for your birthday?" "You want a mink coat?" She said, "I got a mink coat." He said, "You want a nice sports car?" She said, "I got a sports car." He said, "What do you want?" She said, "I'd like £1,000. He says, "Where can I get £1,000 wholesale?"
A Jewish fellow opened a fish and chip shop next door to a bank. And his mate walks in, he said, "Abby, lend me a five." And he said, "On my life, I'd love to, but I can't." He said, "Why not?" He said, "We've got an agreement with the bank. They don't sell fish and chips, I don't lend money."
Quick gags. Jewish fella on the golf course, he's playing golf. As he's walking up the golf course, all of a sudden the golf ball hit him on the head. Wallop, dink. He said, "Oh, my head! My head! I'm going to sue this golf club for £6,000. All of a sudden, there was a golfer behind him teed off. Thump. "4, I'll take it. I'll take it."
Fella in an hospital, little old boy, he's sitting there in a corner. All of a sudden, the nurse come out of the maternity ward with a black baby. She said, "Is this yours, sir?" "Oh," he said, "I suppose so. She burns everything, you know."
Heard about a woman, and she went to a pet shop for a parrot, and she saw this parrot. She said, "I want the parrot." So he said, "There's a good parrot." He said, "It's Andy parrot." He said, "Can it talk?" She said, "Aye." He said, "He can sing." And she looked at the parrot. He had a string on each leg. He said, "If you pull that string on the left leg," he said, "it'll say, 'God save the Queen,' backwards." And he said, "That's all right." He said, "If you pull the other string," he said, "it'll say, 'Our Father who art in heaven,' the Lord's Prayer." Wonderful. She said, "What happens if I pull both strings together?" The parrot said, "I'll fall off the bloody perch, you silly bird." You all right, cousin? It's you and me against this lot tonight, you know that.
I don't like about, you know. Hey, I'm right pleased you come tonight, I am, 'cause you're grand. They do the bloke walking down the road, and he's walking down, and it looked, and there was another fella there with a dirty big stick, and he's chucking it right across this water, and this dog's running and tiptoeing across water. He said, "By gum, old love, that's a clever dog." He said, "That must be joking." He said, "Why's that?" He said, "It can't swim."
I like skinhead jokes myself. Because skinheads, they're all aggravation. That's their main object in life is aggravation. 12 skinheads walks into a bar, walked up the fella behind the counter and went, "Give us 13 points, mate, will you?" He said, "Excuse me, sir, but there's only 12 of you." He said, "When I say 13 pints, I mean 13 pints. Give us them." He's pulled up 13 pints. The leader of these skinheads had gone at this old boy sitting down at a table and put one. He said, "Here, Dad, there's a drink for you." "God," he said, that's very nice of you, son. Thanks very much." He said, "It's all right, Dad. We don't mind buying a drink for a cripple." But he said, "Buying a cripple, son?" He said, "You will be if you don't buy the next round."
So this Japanese soldier came out of the jungle after 26 years. He said, "Is President Roosevelt still alive?" They said, "No, he's dead." He said, "Has Manchester United won a match yet?" This blind fella's in this golf house at St Andrews, you see. And all the American golf team came in. He said, "Is that you, Mr. Palmer?" He said, "Arnold Palmer here, friend. Buddy boy, Arnold Palmer here." He said, "I've always had one ambition in life, Mr. Palmer, to play you at golf." He said, "Well, a man with your affliction, that's just what you're going to do, friend. And just to make it interesting, we'll play for $10 a hole." He said, "I thought about 300 quid a hole." He said, "Well, that suits me. When do you want to play me?" He said, "11:30 tonight."
You know, there's a farmer in our village, he's 83, and he married a girl of 22, and he couldn't keep his hands off her. So he sacked his hands and he bought a combined harvester. Two farmers having a chat in the market. One farmer said to his mate, he said, "What did you give your cow last year when he was sick?" The other farmer said, "I gave him turpentine." He said, "Right, thanks very much." 2 weeks later, the same two farmers met in the same market, and the first farmer said to the second one, he said, "What did you say you gave your cow last year when he was sick?" He said, "I gave him turpentine." He said, "Well, I gave my cow turpentine last week, and he died." The other one said, "That's funny, so did mine."
Used to have a big bull in Ballymena in the north of Ireland. It was been exported to the United States for $100,000, and it was half a crown a time to see the bull. This fellow walked in, he said, "Pardon me, sir. You get special prices for large parties." I said, "When is in the party mix?" He said, 29, sir. Myself and the wife and the 27 children. He said, "Stay where you are and I'll bring the bull out to have a look at you."
And he's cutting the privets. This fella just moved in. And the bloke next door said, "Excuse me." He said, "Yes." He said, "My name's Charlie Brown. Could you help me to start my car?" He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, I can't start. Will you give us a bit of a turn on the stair?" He said, "Yes." So So he said, I'll be in my garage. So he went in, there's the fella, Brown, sat on an orange box. He thought, you're a bloody nutcase, this fella. So he said, could you give me a turn? So I said, yes, he said. Well, I'll play along with him. Shame, isn't it? So. Right? All right. A bit more choke. All right. Hang on a minute. Try that again. Bloody stupid. Right. I fell on the box and brum, 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 brum. And he got off the box, down the path and out along the road. What a nutcase this fella. Straight back cutting his privets. So the fella next door but one came. I said, excuse me, did I see you going to Charlie Brown's house, the garage? He said, yes. He said, what did he want? He said, what me start his car? He hasn't got a car. He said, no orange box. He said, he didn't tell me he had no car, did you? He said, no, why? He said, well, I get £1 a week cleaning it.
As a woman gets off a train, she goes to the inspector's office. She said, I've been attacked. I've been attacked by a little man. Little man like that. He said, what was wrong with the communication cord? She said he couldn't reach it.
Tory colonial secretary were out there in Africa, then us, and it were ready for general election. So he went round to all these natives in this big kraal, and he got them all gathered together. He said, now look, he said, if we're re-elected into power, he said, we're going to do a wonderful job for you natives. He said, in fact, we're going to knock all mud huts down and get you all 3-bedroom bungalows, you know, all ventilated. And all Africans shouted, Ngombe, Ngombe! They talk like that. He said, and we shall fulfill our promises. He said, each and every one of you will be given full-time employment. You will receive £30 a week. Ngombe, oh, they were going up the wall. He said, and we also promised the old folks £22 per week. Every old person in this... Ngombe, Ngombe! Well, they were going mad. Told Chief says to him, he says, thank you very much. And he walking him down the road, you know, and told this colonial secretary is looking, and all of a sudden he saw this big palatial building. He said, hey, oh, what's that, my old flower? He said, well, you see, he said, that is our place of worship. We worship the sacred bull, and that is the bull's sacred palace. He said, well, could I have a look in? He said, no, I'm very sorry. Very sorry. It is against our beliefs for a white man to enter. He said, but to be truthful with you, he said, the sacred bull has been locked up for 3 months. He said, and the floor is 18 inches deep in Ngombe.
The comedians tonight were Ken Goodwin, Bernard Manning, Charlie Williams, Mike Reed, Dave Butler, Steve Fay, George Roper, Mike Burton, Joss White, and Frank Carson.